Josh Megget. Today I'm here to inform you on the extremities of smoking tobacco and smoking cigarettes and how they harm your body and how they harm everything that you do from a day-to-day standpoint. And how it's a very preventable thing to do. I don't understand how we keep spending money on basically death. You are spending money to kill yourself. Like I said, it's one of the most preventable deaths in the United States. Nearly 1 in 5 deaths in the United States are resulted from smoking, chain smoking, and tobacco smoking cigarettes. It has been estimated by the Center of Disease Control that more than 480,000 deaths a year are resulted from smoking tobacco and cigarette products. This is mind blowing to me. I don't understand how these stats don't get out to everyone in the world. I mean, in the United States in general, but in the world altogether, that cigarettes are actually killing and actually doing harm to our bodies, which is obvious in the fact that we can see it and smell it every time someone smokes it. But I'm going to hit you with some stats that actually prove that it's not good for you and it's very bad for your health. First off, diseases. Tobacco and nicotine and cigarette smoking causes many diseases that can be preventable. Some of the few are lung cancer, of course. All cancers are going to be brought up from smoking tobacco and cigarettes. Also, stroke, heart attacks, breast cancer, emphysema, mouth and throat cancers are very possible to pick. They're usually the fastest that get picked up. And if you've seen tobacco commercials with people with their lungs collapsed because of lung cancer, and they're not able to talk or eat or any of the following. Also, respiratory illness and dental illness. You can always see from people smoking tobacco or smoking anything for that instance that the teeth start to decay and start turning yellow because of the smoke contaminating their teeth. These diseases are very preventable and very easy just to stop, and we don't have to worry about it, but no one seems to be the big deal. I think it's a big deal to stop smoking, and just a nasty habit that continues to take over innocent lives each year. Tobacco has a bunch of effects on your beauty, on your natural and how you look, also in your internal organs. According to WebMD.com, not only does smoking deprive the skin of oxygen it needs to be healthy, but it also deprives the hair. It deprives the internal organs, nails, sagging skin. It creates wrinkles, like hair loss, and cataracts and skin issues are all caused by smoking tobacco and cigarettes. Which one you see a lot are the dental, I like to say, because teeth are always getting messed up in these processes. Also, hair loss, you can tell that when someone's hair is thinning from tobacco use. And also, one you see, I think I see a lot, is the sagging skin. People's skin is deprived of the oxygen when they're smoking, so you can just really tell when people are smoking that their skin starts to like deteriorate and just get wrinkled, and not as much oxygen is produced for it, so it's not going to stay fluid and fresh and clean. Some people need proof to put it in their head that it's actually a bad thing for them, and some of us just understand that smoking is just bad for you. To solidify this claim, I wanted to bring up this recent study that was conducted and subsequently published by New York Daily News. The article revealed findings in an experiment technique aimed at showing the telltale of signs of smoking tobacco. In this observation, in this project, in this experiment, they used twins, so you could tell the difference. So it was clear that both twins started off the same, and that it was clear to see the differentiation of people, one of them smoking tobacco. During the observation, the researchers randomly asked random individuals, which twin they thought actually had smoked the tobacco product, smoked the cigarettes. And nearly 57% of the time, those that guessed that the one that smoked tobacco was very clear and obvious that they knew, and it was apparent to them that they were the ones that smoked tobacco 57% of the time. So all those people that are out there smoking tobacco and cigarettes, don't think that it's going unseen. When you smoke, it does affect your life and your beauty and your outdoor rim of how you look. It does take effect. Those are only the outside of your body. Those are the ones that are obvious to see. You imagine what's going on inside the body, and every time you smoke a cigarette, and 3 or 4 a day just gets absolutely out of hand. Some people don't even understand what's in a cigarette. What's actually in a cigarette? I had no idea what was actually in a cigarette until I actually did the research. I just thought cigarette bad, but when I actually read into what's actually into a cigarette, which is actually cigarette. Let me tell you what this. Cigarettes contain about 600 ingredients, and when they burn, they generate more than 7,000 chemicals. All right, let's just stop there. Chemicals into the body. That just sounds absolutely terrible. So that right there just makes me feel sick. And of course, chemicals, many of them being poisonous, but we just keep taking them in, keep smoking them down. This is according to the Lung Association of America, so it's pretty statistic. So 7,000 chemicals, many of them are poisonous, and there's over 600 ingredients that are in the actual cigarette part. On the PowerPoint, you can actually see which parts are labeled and which ones have it, and just some of including 43 known cancer-causing carcinogenic compounds and 400 toxins. That right there just shows and proves that your chances of getting cancer are highly, and you are not gonna avoid getting it because of smoking cigarettes. You could be a lucky cause here or there, but the majority of people that smoke cigarettes end up with a disease, a preventable disease, or a cancer, which is a disease. Also contains nicotine, tar, and carbon monoxide. All three of those being obviously terrible for you. It shows in the picture, this formation right here on the PowerPoint, that what parts of the cigarette actually have everything in it, and just from the looks of it, from hexamine, stearic acid, cadmium, butane, from the lighter, methane gas, arsenic poisoning, carbon monoxide, methanol, ammonia, fire. It's just on and on, just chemicals inside a cigarette that we're just putting into your body, which are no better than an actual drug. So I don't understand how we get crossed between cigarettes being okay and legal, other than they should be put in the category of just as bad as being a drug and harming to your body, if not worse than some drugs, actually. That's some of my sites. It's been an honor. I hope you stop smoking cigarettes. It's terrible for you and an absolute waste of money. Save your money, put it to something better, and stop the bad habit right now. You can do it. Stop smoking cigarettes. It's one of the most preventable deaths in this world, and I think we should start preventing it now. And I think we should put a stand to people dying, kids dying, and people being uneducated on the fact. I do love the fact that we are seeing more tobacco commercials over and over the main channels on TV, and I believe that prices on tobacco cartons and packs should go up increasingly huge due to the fact that people don't want to spend their money, and if people don't want to spend their money on something on such a high price, then they'll understand that, oh, we don't need to smoke cigarettes anymore. So I think as a country as a whole, we can definitely work together to help this out and to make a stop to smoking tobacco and smoking cigarettes, and then we can take the big companies out of this nation and prevent deaths. And I'm all for it. So let's prevent deaths and have a great holidays.